Cool.
Hi, Adeline. How are you today?
Hi, I'm okay today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I know that you said that you are working a lot and feeling overwhelmed and you haven't had a whole lot of time for self-care or anything. Um, so just as a precautionary step, I wanted to go over the suicide risk assessment with you just to see how I can better support you. Um, so the first question here is, have you ever wished that you were dead or wished that you just wouldn't wake up?
Um, I would say honestly both. I think that there's been times in my life where I really truly wished I was dead, and I think that there were other times where I just kind of didn't want to do the next day or didn't want to I had like stressful things coming up and I kind of was just like, well, it would be cool if I didn't wake up tomorrow.
That's understandable. Um, did you ever, um, did you actually ever have thoughts of killing yourself?
Um, I would say yeah. Yeah, I have before.
Did you think about, like, did you plan it out? Think about how that you might carry it out?
I will be honest, in like middle school, high school, I really struggled with this and I did have to do a couple of programs and stuff for it. So I would say yes, I did start to think about kind of how I would do it. It never got to the point where I actually attempted, but I definitely thought about different like techniques and ways that I could do it.
So, you said that you thought about it, but you didn't attempt it.
Yeah, no, I never had any attempts.
Um, so you wouldn't act on it. Do you feel like you wouldn't act on those thoughts?
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't. But also I know that like when I start to feel like that, like I am completely blinded by those feelings and I can't get it. Like I just can't seem to see past it. I do
Hmm.
think that in the past, like a part of me has always been really scared to hurt my family. And that's kind of what's always kept me from even attempting anything because I know that my family will be distraught if I do something like that.
Well, it's good. It sounds like that they care a lot about you, so that's
They
good.
do. They do. But like sometimes when I have those feelings, I like get so blinded. I'm like, I don't care about that, which is sad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's understandable being so overwhelmed that kind of clouds your judgment.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
have you currently had those thoughts?
Um, right now, sitting with you, no. And I would say like past couple weeks, no. But I did have a really rough week. I would say it was like maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. Everything kind of felt like it was crashing down. Like my job has been really hard. I'm struggling with finances. I'm really struggling with self-esteem right now and kind of also feeling like this idea of imposter syndrome. And I was just like, it literally felt like I couldn't like calm myself down, I guess, at that time. And I would say at that time I did have some feelings and thoughts about it.
Okay. Have you done anything to started to do anything to prepare to end your life, like recently? Then I know you
Recently, no.
said that. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
recently.
Um, so just so that we have something in place, um, sorry, my computer's being silly. Just so we have something in place, I would like to um, do a safety plan with you. If that is that okay?
Yeah, yeah. I've had some in the past, so I kind of have an idea of like what it is.
Okay. Well, the first thing, is there any warning signs, things that come up whenever you start to feel that way?
Um, I think like during that week or like leading up to it, I normally feel like a really big like sensation of anxiety. Like I don't even know like how I would describe some of the symptoms, like kind of feeling like in my chest like I can't breathe, like a heavy. I noticed that I'm very tearful during that time too. I don't stop crying. Um I guess like some other like triggers or things that I notice in myself. Um I guess I will feel like I like when I feel like I'm failing or I can't see anything positive into the future. Like I'm just like negative, negative, negative. This is never gonna work. Like you suck. You're terrible. Like I guess a really bad negative self-talk, negative talk in general. I do a lot of.
Okay. Um, so what internal coping strategies have you tried that you see helpful during that time?
Distraction for sure. Any
Well,
type of distraction skills usually pretty good for me. Like I definitely getting out of my own space. So if I am in the house and I'm having those feelings, like definitely getting out and going and do something, even if it's just like calling my mom or something or calling my dad and being like, "Hey, I need to come over." Even that seems to be helpful for me. Um, what is something else that I would say is helpful? I guess like sometimes I will take some ice or something and like put it in my mouth or put it on a certain type like part of my body to kind of shock my system because I get like really overwhelmed and I can't get out of those feelings. Sometimes I'll do that or like take like a really good shower or something, like something I don't even know how to explain it, but
like
like
sensory.
yes, 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 exactly. Yep. Like more like
Okay.
sensory things.
Those sound like really good coping strategies. Um, what people or social settings do you have that could distract you? I know that you said distraction helps, so
Yeah, being anywhere in public, honestly. So as long like I wouldn't probably normally want to go out in public by myself during those that time of those feelings. But if I'm with someone and being out in public and I'm kind of forced to be like, you know what, you can't out right now, that definitely would is helpful or would be helpful. Um, Other distractions, my cousins are really great, so I know that I could call my cousins at any time and like they would probably just start talking about their lives and stuff or talking about anything. And so that I feel like that would be a good distraction too. Um, I can't really think of much else right now. I feel like that's kind of
okay. That's fine. So you said that you talk to your parents or your cousins. Is there anyone that you could reach out to and like if you were in a crisis, if you had those feelings come up?
definitely my parents 100%. I know that they will be on top of it. And in the past, like when I was in high school, it was the same way. Um, I'm trying to think of like who else I know I could call. Like I said, I would put my cousins on there again too. Like I know I could call them if I didn't feel unsafe. And some of my really, I guess, close friends around here too. I would be able to call them.
It sounds like you have a pretty good support system. Um, so are you aware of professionals or agencies in your area that you could go to if you felt like you were going to harm yourself?
Yeah, there's like I live in Akron and I'm pretty close to downtown and that's where like majority of the hospitals are. So I definitely know like my way around there. Like Suma is I know is a good one. I've actually been there before um when I was younger, and I know that they have like a good mental health program. So definitely there, and I guess the other hospitals in like that area.
Okay. Um, do you know the suicide prevention hotline?
I do, like the 988. I do know that. I have never actually called before, but I am aware of what it is.
Okay. Well, that's good. Just in case you need it. Um, so is there any um thing that you could do to make your environment safer when you have those feelings?
Yes, for me personally, when I was younger, I did kind of like do some self-harm stuff, and one of them was cutting. So I definitely know like I should get like my knives and sharp objects out of my house. Um and maybe even like making a little safe space or like a little like distraction box or something in my home. I don't know if something like that would help me, but it's an idea, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
So today we just went over the suicide risk assessment and created your safety plan. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Okay. Well, we're about out of time. Do you have any questions or concerns?
I guess how will I can get a copy of this, right? My safety plan.
Yes, I will send it over to you in email.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd really like to have that.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. So, how did I do?
I thought you did great.
Yeah, I think you did
Thanks.
really well. You went through all of the questions and then when needed, you went off on the little parts. So I thought it flowed well. Was nice.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I
Thank.
agree. I thought you did a really good job, like using different, like open-ended questions, closed-ended questions when appropriate. And I thought you did a really good job of like reflective listening. Like you reflected a lot about back with what I said. I thought that was great.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.